All right, guys. So Johnny Depp's lawyer has recently reacted to the Andrew Tate BBC interview. Ever since the interview, BBC has been getting backlash, so all of what they are saying is not true. Not a single soul genuinely thinks they are guilty. Anyways, here's the video.
And Andrew Tate is denouncing all of these. He's denying all of it.
These are, as you say, Anjanette, extremely serious charges. My reaction to taken aback. I don't think, in light of the serious nature of these charges, I do not think he should be speaking out publicly at this point.
It was a little surprising, and it kind of almost reminded me a little bit of Prince Andrew's interview that he did with the BBC back a couple of years ago regarding allegations surrounding Jeffrey Epstein and some other people. So I guess I'm just thinking, does it remind you of that as well? Maybe not the same tone and tenor, but definitely, he's going to the BBC.
That had not occurred to me, Anjanette, but I think that's a spot-on analogy. I mean, obviously, Prince Andrew and Andrew Tate are very different individuals, but the tenor of it was quite similar. And Andrew Tate obviously has had a great deal of success as a kickboxer on TV and as an influencer, so I can understand the self-confidence from which it flows. But I think it's a problem for him to go on the record substantively when his words obviously can and will be used against him. And B, I think his style, where it might suit him well in some arenas, does not suit him well in the judicial arena, especially interrupting a female interviewer, being sarcastic, telling her she's not the boss here, seems to give the impression that there may be some truth to the underlying charges. Whether there is or not, it creates a very bad impression.
One of the quotes from him, he said, "I'm doing you the favor as legacy media, giving you relevance by speaking to you. And I'm telling you now this, Sophie, which the BBC has invented, who has no face. Nobody knows who she is. I know." That kind of quote right there to me was pretty surprising.
I completely agree with you, Anjanette, and there are others that we could cite. It's just not a good soundbite for him at this point. Humility, and even more than humility, silence at this point is in order. Let your defense counsel do their jobs, and then if you're exonerated, if the charges are dropped, that may be the time to speak out. Right now is not the time to speak out for him.
It was a little surprising to see him speak out. I mean, his social media presence, his Twitter handle, his Twitter account has posted quite a bit, especially when he was incarcerated, defending him and saying that these allegations are baseless and not true. So I'm a little surprised, but I'm also not. The case is moving forward. There is still kind of in an investigative phase of sorts. Do you expect more to come out of this? Do you expect more charges?
I think he would be better served to focus on his legal defense and hire a good PR firm, and there are many out there, to handle the communications. Leave it all to the professionals.
I think he is represented by a publicist. I should mention that we have actually requested an interview with his attorneys and with him a few times now, and we have been denied or declined. Our requests have been declined to this point. So where do you see this going, Ben? I mean, the Romanian officials say that they basically have this evidence. They are moving forward toward trial. What do you think happens next?
It does look like it will go forward to trial, and that's where he should be focused on. No problem to have his attorneys communicate with you and other important voices in the media. He personally should stay out of it. And I think your viewers and most viewers these days are sophisticated enough to understand why a principal himself or herself would not be directly addressing the media, but doing so through his representatives. That's not a cop-out. It's not a dodge. People understand why he would and should be doing it. It's not an indicia of guilt in any way. It's a sign of being smart.
It's honestly shocking how long this has been going on. It's absolutely insane. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments below. Also, anyone leaving hate comments or trying to harass any of the BBC employees, stop or you will be blocked. Join the real world today and see how quickly your life changes. See ya. I'm out.